Jela did an interview with Aconnectiontv, and we're here to talk about the excuses she made all interview. Hey, it's Wildflower, and welcome back to Wild Recaps. So, I've already dropped a video talking about Jela's and Natalie's friendship. Here goes the second one. No, but seriously, we're gonna touch on things like how Jela actually feels about being on Baddies and her brand, Normal Culture. Now, earlier, when I said Jela made excuses, I was mostly referring to her comments about her and Natalie's friendship. To the questions like, how are Natalie and Jela even friends? They seem so different. And maybe even, why is Jela still friends with Natalie after everything? Jela wanting Natalie to fight with her, Natalie making jokes about Lex and Jela's fight, all the reasons why we think Natalie is a bad friend. Here are some answers from Jela, courtesy of Aconnectiontv. This first clip is Jela answering how her and Natalie became friends in the first place.
In the midst of me crying, Natalie's like, what's wrong, girl? Like, I just had a miscarriage and I'm going through a breakup with my boyfriend. Like, Natalie, that's when I saw the real her that everybody doesn't get to see. She sat in that airport and she cried with me because she had a miscarriage. And I think in that moment, I saw the real woman. And that is what made me want to be her friend every day.
This next clip talks about why Jela is still friends with Natalie after seeing certain true colors.
And I'm not finna try to make myself seem like I'm perfect or I'm an angel or I'm better than nobody. At the end of the day, that's still been my friend for a long time. And with that being said, she did something that I didn't like. We gotta work on that. But for me to sit up here and say that I don't still love her or I'm not going to be her, I'm still going to be friends with her. I do still love her. When I have Miami Swim Week, she's still going to be in my show because we still support each other. Natalie is as much of my friend as she knows how to be, if that makes sense. If I can forgive my man, why can't I forgive my homegirl that I've known longer than him?
So to me, it sounds like her and Natalie shared a vulnerable moment. And because people are so used to Natalie being so heartless, this was a big deal to Jela. That was kind of mean, but seriously, it's great that Natalie does have emotions. It's also not surprising that she was able to relate to something that happened to her too. I do wonder if her and Jela would have had a touching moment together over something that Natalie couldn't relate to. You know what I mean? So cool. That's what jumps the friendship off. And that's beautiful. As you can see, Jela gives 2 points as to why she is friends with Natalie. One being because a woman will forgive a man but not forgive their friend. First of all, it depends on what type of woman you are because some of us don't forgive men for crazy stuff as well as our friends. Is that comment letting us know that Jela be forgiving these pookies out here? Because if you're not the type to do that, then why bring that up as justification for being friends with someone? Just a couple questions that need answers. The second justification she gives is that she's not perfect either. Very relatable. As far as Nat getting in the paint for her, she says, you have to know who your friends are and that Nat just isn't a fighter. Are we talking about this Natalie?
Like, I'm a real psycho crazy bitch, like I go dumb.
I wonder if the types of things that Jela does to her friends are the same types of things that Natalie does. Because if not, that's an excuse just to be her friend, you know? And why would Jela make excuses to be friends with Natalie? Because I believe she genuinely does admire Natalie's ability to get money and Natalie's ability to help Jela get money. Jela also expressed that she feels Natalie called her to do the show because of the friendship they had. This is important to know because this interview I saw that Jela pretty much attributes everything to Baddies.
What do you say to the people that feel like Baddies is beneath you?
A lot of people have said to me, Jela, we could see you being on America's Next Top Model. I auditioned for America's Next Top Model like 3 times.
Okay.
They never picked me because what's for me is for me. That just wasn't what God wanted for me at that time because look where Normal Culture is. I get to put myself on.
Yeah.
Baddies helped me take care of myself. Baddies helped me take care of my family. Baddies helped me get my brand where it is today. Even if people feel like I'm bigger than Baddies, life ain't over yet. Life's just getting started. I ain't nothing but 35.
She literally said, Zeus hits you with offers you can't refuse. Zeus be cutting that check, eh?
They be hitting you up with offers that you can't really refuse. I ain't gonna lie. And when they call you, be like, God damn. You said what?
I feel like no matter what Natalie does, Jela wasn't going to ruin her chances of getting that call back from Zeus. Real quick, if you're enjoying this topic, please help me out by liking this video. Thank you. Another thing we have to touch on is Jela's brand, Normal Culture. I feel that this is a part of the reason why people view Jela slightly above the other baddies, because she actually built something outside of the baddies brand. No one else on the show has actually done that to the level that Jela has, with being in Miami Fashion Week and other prestigious publications that you can see pinned on her Instagram. Like, some of the other girls do things outside of baddies, but again, it's just not on this level, and that's only some of them. So again, Jela has clearly built something, but I have been wondering about the status of Normal Culture, because the first time I visited the site, there seemed to be very few styles to display, which I wasn't completely mad at. Then not too long after that, I visited the site again, and it was under construction and has been for some time, and still is at the time of this recording. One of the YouTubers I watched told us that he bought a shirt for like $50 that he never received from Jela's Normal Culture site. He did, however, receive a refund, so I'd still say that's better than some of these websites ran by these kind of people. I'm not going to completely judge her negatively because of that though. I know it's expensive to keep your website stocked, especially since they're her designs and not stuff she's buying by the bulk from vendors. So she deserves grace. I am excited to see the styles she comes up with whenever it does relaunch, especially because Midwest is rumored to be in her last season. So yes, step into that fashion bag that we all want to see you in, Jela. Yes. Hopefully you all have more clarification on why Nat and Jela are friends, how Jela feels about being a part of the show, and Normal Culture. Like I said, I'm looking forward to seeing what she does with Normal Culture, so when that happens, I'll most likely update y'all. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next recap.